Hey, it's me again. How's it going, guys? I got some Go Fast tips for you for the Porsche Cup car. Gonna come at you with just a few things, just very small things. I learned this in my coaching session I did with Swelio quite a long time ago, and I use this basically every time I try and learn a track or anytime I'm driving. This is always in the forefront of my mind while I'm trying to drive the car, and so I thought I'd pass it on to you guys. And so here you go. First, we'll start off with, most people know this. It's pretty common knowledge is that the lights. These are the lights for the brakes. When you lock the brakes, obviously the lights go on here, and purple is the front, yellow is the rear. So this would be the left, and then, sorry, you don't see my mouse there, you see my mouse now. This would be the left, and then this would be the right. So let's get rid of this. So that's the start. So, the challenge I was given in my coaching session is, first, change your car setup to baseline, the very worst setup that iRacing offers for this car, the very worst baseline setup. And it understeers, it does all the worst things. It's just, even then, it's still quite hard to control because it is still the Porsche. But I guarantee that the amount that you can learn from this setup and through this technique and this practice drill that I give you, it's amazing. It'll open up your world. So the challenge that I was given when I did my coaching session is, while under braking, try and spin the car. Try and spin the car. Have that rear end come around while under braking. With the exception, I cannot lock a tire. No locking a tire allowed. If you lock a tire, if any of those dash lights come on, you lose. So every single corner on the baseline setup, and this is Sebring here, it's a really great track to practice this. Just try and go into every corner, try and spin it. So here, like, just do an example. Oh, I have a slow down penalty, that's funny. I'll just clear that just to don't want that on the screen. So I'm going to go into this corner and think I'm going to brake and try and spin the car. And you see what happened is I actually started going towards the wall. I had a longer rotation than I thought. So here, spin it. See, I actually had a lot more rotation available than I thought. Even though it's on the baseline setup, even there, trying to spin the car. Without locking the brakes. Even, let's see what happens on this turn. Go into the braking zone. Oh, there's a light, so that doesn't count, but no spin anyways. And I'll just do one or two more braking zones and see if I can spin it. If not, see, but yeah. There's a light. Still no spin though. See, it's really hard to spin it. What this will teach you. I got something in my eye. Yeah, see, that is actually a perfect example right there. Is what happened while I was trying to spin it, magically, the car has more turn-in than anyone would have ever expected. This car is known to understeer on the turn-in, and right there, all of a sudden, I've got a lot of turn-in. It's magic. And so that's actually the main purpose of this drill is trying to find how much available grip you have for your front tires to be able to rotate your car. The second part that I'm going to give you guys, and it's another important part about rotating the car through the corner, is the throttle. So When you go onto your throttle, you want to bring it up to about there, 60%, 60 to 60% or more when you go onto your throttle. Because what happens is if you go onto your throttle nice and slow, if you go on nice and slow like that, what happens is you understeer your car on the exit from your apex all the way out. You put so much pressure on that front tire, you start understeering, and after a few laps you're gonna have your front tires killed. So you have to bring your throttle up to 60% or greater to continue that rotation, and a continuous even rotation through that turn. So what that sort of looks like, so both in combination, trying to spin the car, throttle up, spin the car. Come on, does it spin? No, no spin. But those two key points, try and spin the car without flashing your lights and throttle up 60%, no less, on your corner exit. Or at your apex, whenever you start applying that throttle, 60% or greater, and I guarantee that you're gonna find a lot more pace in this car just by doing that. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the tips, and yeah, have a good night, guys, or good morning, or whichever.